This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV. We're at Wembley pitchside. I said ringside earlier on, but it's pitchside. I've got you on the brain, haven't I? FROCH'S v GROVES 2, the rematch press conference. Well, listen, Carl kept his cool during the press conference and didn't really react to George's biting, but then on the pitch there, he seemed to have snapped on the pitch.
No, I think Carl gave him a shove, but I think it was quite a calculated thing. I don't think he suddenly lost his temper. I think Carl is... I think he's much more measured this time around. I think he knows what he's up against with George Groves. He seems to be kind of getting his brother a little bit to bait George in the same way George was baiting Carl first time around. And I think he understands exactly what George was doing last time, and I think he's in a better place, Carl, psychologically going into this fight. I really do. You know, despite the shove was a bit silly, but I do think Carl's in a better place mentally. But then George has got a lot more confidence. He keeps saying at the press conference that he was going into the first fight believing that he could do all these things, and now he knows he can do all these things in the ring, so and knows he can fight at the highest level.
I don't think anyone really anticipated how big the FROCH'S saga would turn into. The fight was kind of put together. George was mandatory for the IBF title, so it was done that way. As a result of the first fight, this is turning out to be potentially the biggest fight of however many years, if not ever.
Yeah, there was a feeling, I think, when the first fight was kind of mooted, that it was a big, decent domestic fight, but that people wanted to see Carl probably in the biggest international tests. Whereas for the second fight, it's all anyone wanted to see was FROCH'S and Groves get it on. You know, they've just got a combustible combination, haven't they? The pairing of the two of them, some chemistry, or whatever you want to say it. The same way Ben and Eubank, years after Ben and Eubank fought, and they were doing some reality TV gladiator thing, I can't remember if it was Channel 4, Channel 5, and you could just see they were still so competitive towards each other. And I think Carl Froch and George Groves are always going to have the same thing. They just kind of rub each other up the wrong way.
Obviously Eddie Earns talks about his plans to do further press conferences in different cities. I mean, is that a good idea, Ed?
Well, that's the way they do it in America, and I think it kind of shows the magnitude of the fight that they're doing that here for this. It makes sense. It creates interest. People want to see the tension between them. I think when you've got a chemistry like they've got, this dislike for each other and the mind games, George Groves playing there on his Rubik's Cube every time Carl was talking, making little points, the whole tension of it all, people want to see that. They're not looking to sell the tickets in here because it's going to sell out, I would have thought, with no problem at all. Tickets apparently through the roof today, first day of ticket sales. There's some held back, so I think he put 60,000 on sale today, but there's still some held back. But it creates atmosphere and tension in the fight itself. So he's not just trying to sell tickets, he's just trying to turn it into a bigger and bigger event. But I've got to say, logistically, it's going to be absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's just having a little pan around it. I mean, people are, I suppose, panicking over the lower price tickets, where they'll be sat, etc., etc. But I mean, you look at the centre of the pitch here, and then obviously
it's an amazing stadium, but logistically, the fact they've got England against Peru on here the night before, and then all the TV crews and everything, and they've got to get them out of here as soon as possible, cover the pitch, lighting rigs in. I mean, logistically, we normally spend a lot of time before an event trying to get it ready. It's going to be chaos. There's going to be so many people working here through the night just to make it happen. But I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. It's what you work in the sport for, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. All right, Ed. I'm not going to put you on the spot with a prediction, don't worry. You can sit on my fence, I'll let you.
Yeah, we'll wait and see more with the build-up. You can't really tell.
I think people's opinion will change as the course of the fight, like the build-up to the fight goes on.
But you remember, before Vladimir Klitschko and David Haye fought, everyone was like discussing the intricacies of every press conference and every confrontation. But ultimately, the better man on the night won. That's what it boils down to,
All right, Ed. Thanks for talking to IFL TV.
Cheers, Coogan.
And we'll catch up with you soon.
Definitely.
Thank you.